Hello and welcome back, guys. In this particular advanced module, we're going to actually see how you can track all the behavior, all the website clicks, how you can track a couple of clicks, where people are coming from, where people are going through, all such kind of things inside web analytics session. The first thing which we're going to see inside this one is dimensions versus metrics. What do you mean by them? So dimension is basically, it describes the characteristics of your visitors or your users who are actually hitting your website or your particular platform. And metrics are the quantitative measurements. So if we go into Google Analytics, you can just simply visit google.com/analytics, or you can go to analytics.google.com and you can simply sign in inside your analytics tool using your Gmail ID. And once you're logged in, what you can see is you can just go to your audience tab, wherever, any particular tab over here, you can just simply click on that. And what you will see on the right hand side is something wherein you see some measurement right at the bottom, all right, somewhere over here. If you go into demographics, let's say if I go into demographics, if I go into behavior, let's say I go into new versus returning, what are the new visitors versus returning visitors in the date range of October 26 to November 1st. If you want to see that, then this is how the parameters are. So right over here, new visitor and returning visitor, if you go back to your PDF, then they are actually the dimensions, all right? And the metrics are these ones, which are the quantitative measurements. So quantitative measurements right over here, all right? These are the metrics, sessions, pages per sessions, and all such kind of things right over here, depending upon what are you including in your table form. So that is basically the difference between dimensions and metrics. So let's jump into that, and if I tap on this, here are a couple of parameters: real-time audience acquisition, behavior, conversions. Now if we tap on real-time, that's what it's by default, it's self-explanatory. Real-time is basically people who are right now on your website. So if I tap on overview, if people are on my website, it will be shown over here. But just because this blog is not that much popular, I'm just taking a dummy example of this particular blog website right over here. So right now there is nobody, right? Active users on site, 0. Then you can actually see if anybody is right now active on my site, I can see where they are coming from, locations. Similarly, I can actually see the source where they are coming from, whether they are coming directly to my website, like typing www.soandso.com, or they are coming from Facebook, Instagram, and XYZ, all right? Which content they are up to. So what URL they are actually active upon. Active pages URL would be right over here. And if you have a title, page title, it would be mentioned right over here. Active users, how many users are actually viewing that particular page as of now actively. That is what is seen right over here. And basically events and conversions, if you have set up, all those parameters will be seen right over here. So that is what is real time. Now if we tap on this, let's minimize and let's expand this audience tab. So in this audience tab, if we tap on overview, it will show me what are the things right over here. And first and the foremost thing, make sure you select the custom date range, whatever you want to analyze for. So let's say if I tap on this and if I go for, let's say last month, all right, let's say I tap on last month, and it will show me all the parameters based upon that: sessions, users, page views, pages per sessions, and things like that. Apart from that, I can actually see in the overview section what are the demographics, system, mobile, languages, sessions, percentage sessions. And if I go into active users, it would be basically the same right over here as per the sessions. Then next we come into is demographics. If I tap on demographics overview, if you have set up your demographics, basically if you are visiting this for the first ever time, you will have to enable the demographics, and within 24 hours, once you start getting more traffic, it will start populating the data right in this particular tab or section. So in demographics overview, you can see what are the kind of age, which age group your visitors are falling into, which gender they are falling into. Then you can actually separate them individually as well. So if I tap on age, I can actually see individually what all category they are coming from, and how many sessions, new users, what is the bounce rate, all such kind of things are now categorized based upon the age group, which was actually shown in the overview section of demographics. Next, if we go into is gender, and similarly we'll be actually seeing the segmentation of gender. If we go into interests, it will see it will tell us what are the affinity and in-market segments right over here. If we go into geo, it will show us what are languages people are coming from, what are location they are coming from. Behavior is once again new versus returning, and frequency and recency. How many people are engaging on your content, that is what is given over here. Next is technology. What all browser and OS are being used to visit your particular website by the visitor, what network they are using. Then if we tap on mobile, how many people are coming from mobile and visiting your website, that all information is right over here. And which all mobile device they are using, that is also given inside this particular section. Then if we tap on users flow is basically all the complete stage by stage process. Alright, all the complete stage by stage process where you can actually see, and you can bifurcate by source or medium. And if we tap on that source or medium, you can see how many people are directly visiting, what all sessions, how many are drop-offs, first interaction, second interaction, and things like that. So the top referral, the top traffic source for my particular dummy website is direct. That is, people are actually typing www.soandso.com. Second is Google or organic, so that means the website SEO is going good. Then is youtube.com, so YouTube traffic is coming over here, maybe YouTube SEO, maybe in the video description somewhere people are clicking on the links and such a kind of things. Then is quora.com, people are coming from Quora as well. I might have some articles right in that, and people are clicking on that link, coming to the website, and they are viewing the sessions. So that is what is basically audience inside this. Similarly, acquisition, you can see the overview, but basically a couple of things over here are channels, AdWords section, search console, social, campaigns, all such kind of things. Now, and then is conversions, wherein you will be tracking how many people are subscribing to your website, wherein subscription would be your conversion which you might have set, or basically your goal which you might have set inside your Google Analytics. So all such kind of things we're going to practically see, like filters, goals, AdWords, Search Console, everything. So once you link up all your Google Webmaster data inside your Google Analytics, you will be able to see something over here inside acquisition, and you can see AdWords and Search Console. So if you have your AdWords account linked with your Google Analytics, you can actually see campaigns and everything, alright, which won't be probably shown over here. So first you will have to link up your Analytics and AdWords, which you can do simply by clicking on Get Started, and then you would be able to see all your queries inside channels, alright. And then you can see your search engine optimization queries as well inside search engine optimization or Search Console. So let's go into Search Console, and once we hit on queries, we can actually see the data if we have Google Webmaster tool linked with our Google Analytics platform. Now the point over here is, how do you link your AdWords and Analytics, or your Search Console and Analytics? What you basically have to do is, you can simply go to your admin. You can go over here in product linking, and AdWords linking would be mentioned, and Search Console, if it is not mentioned over here, you simply have to tap on all products, and then you can see your AdWords. So you can tap on link AdWords, and Search Console is link Search Console. Next is something which is known as social traffic. So which all social media platforms people are coming from to your website and visiting your website, that is what is seen inside social traffic. So if we go into Analytics tab, let's tap on this acquisition, social, and if we tap on overview, we can actually see people are coming to this particular website from YouTube, Facebook, Quora, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. So I might have this particular website link mentioned everywhere, and the top results are like this. Alright, so pages, if I click on shared URLs, I can see the URLs as well. If I click on social network, I can see social networks as well. Alright, so sessions via social referrals, conversions, contributed social conversions, and everything. Alright, so you can get an overview of what is happening, which all platforms are working for you. So let's say if YouTube is working for particularly good for this particular website, alright, if YouTube is working good, so if you go into social network, YouTube is working very well. Alright, if I tap on YouTube, I can actually see what all things are there and where people are coming from. Alright, that's it. So I can now reverse engineer and optimize the things which are actually working for me rather than wasting my time in what is actually not working. So now we have data, we can optimize things, and we can actually grow our business, scale our performance, and do various other advanced stuff. Next, what we can see is content engagement, wherein we can actually track the behavior of people by simply going into behavior, and we can go into site content and all pages. So right over here, I can see what all pages people are interacting with in the past couple of days or last 60 days right over here. All right, I can actually go more tabs like this, let's say 100, and I can increase the number. All right, so if I know that people are coming to these particular pages more and more, then I can actually optimize them better and actually share them more and do various other optimizations. Then we can have our custom dashboard inside Google Analytics. A couple of things might not be needed for you, and you might see and you might get overwhelmed with all the particular sessions over here. So if you don't want all of them, what you can simply do is you can tap on customizations, you can go into dashboards, and you can actually create a brand new dashboard just for you, like tapping on create. Just give a simple name. You can select blank canvas or starter dashboard. All right, either of which. So let's say starter dashboard and untitled dashboard, create dashboard. And now for this particular website, I have all these sections. If I don't want this particular one, I can actually remove this. All right, yes, delete the widget. If you want to add a new widget, what you can do is simply tap on add widget, and you can say, let's say you want a real-time counter. All right, you can tap on this. What do you want to show? You can show active users and link to report or URL, and you can actually save this. So now I have this active users count right over here. You can share this report by sharing object, entire object, alright, or you can share a template link of this particular dashboard with somebody else. You can actually export this report as a PDF file and you can share it via email, or you can simply say email and you can send this particular dashboard completely. Alright, so various other ways to, various different ways to actually have your dashboard shared with other people. If you want to delete completely, if you want to delete this complete dashboard, you can say delete dashboard or customize dashboard depending upon what you want as your option.